Hello twin flame seekers, I'm back with another video. I'm just making dinner, so apologize for any background noise. So last night I was driving and felt this urgency to relay a message about the Twimplicity or Twin Simplicity channel calls the shadow side. And I agree with her in that this needs a lot more discussion. Twin flames is not about romance and lovey-dovey, elevating towards the light, ascending and all this hunky-dory. There's quite a bit more to it. And one part of it, which I lived through for a number of years, can pretty much be summed up in 3 words. And those words are stalking, obsession, and suicidal thoughts. So my message for anyone who is in that space, whether you're acting out on crazy ideas you have that are just not socially acceptable and you're being called, like I've said before, the quote-unquote crazy person, if your friends have distanced themselves from you, if your family is no longer speaking to you, if the person who you think is your twin flame has outright rejected you and you are spiraling out of control with nothing to hold on to, I've been there. So my message is there's a reason to this. And while a lot can be said on this topic, and I'll get into it in other videos in the future, the one thing you need to know is if you're in this extreme place, it is a sign of how powerful you have the potential to be, because it shows just how sensitive you are, how tuned in you are, and how you are in line with that intuition and that sensitivity to the point where you are doing things that you know are not, quote-unquote, socially acceptable. If you keep reaching out to someone who's rejecting you, if you feel life isn't worth living because someone has rejected you and you don't see a future beyond their rejection, if you have such a massive desire to connect with this person, you are driving by their house without them knowing, just to possibly get a glimpse or have some kind of validation that you should be there. And while none of this is effective, none of it in the short term, you really are digging a hole for yourself, and you will have to get out of this hole eventually one day. I just want you to know that you're not alone. I've been there. I don't know if anyone else has been there, and I don't know if a lot of people who are listening to this have been there, but I've been there. So if this is reaching just one person who's in a really dark space, don't kill yourself. Do work on controlling your instincts. Do find balance. So the reason why you're acting out so much is because the other person has completely cut themselves off from this aspect, so you are taking the full brunt of it. You are completely carrying this connection, and it's too much for your system. It's overload, and especially if you don't have, years of meditation and spiritual awareness leading into an encounter like this, it's too much, right? Like your ship capsizes and you're all over the place. So don't go through what I went through, which is years of complete confusion and darkness, considering suicide, at every time I hit rock bottom. And believe me, you'll hit rock bottom more than once. Just 1 second, I need to stir my stir fry. I'll wrap this up because I just wanted this to be a short message to kind of reach out and help people who might be in need of an immediate crutch. So, know that what you're feeling is real, and it's not worth killing yourself over. If you kill yourself, you are missing out on a massive opportunity. And I do know of someone who killed themselves over an unfulfilled connection like this. And this is a long time ago, about 15 years ago. And there was not this online twin flame community. But this person, after meeting their counterpart who rejected them, went ahead and killed themselves within 2 years. And that's not the way to go. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. And also know, as dark as you're feeling, as sad as you're feeling, as full of despair and completely helpless, you will feel the opposite of that. Because you know one extreme, the law of physics determines that you will know the other. You need to get through this. And if that's finding an outlet for these heightened emotions and feelings, and I don't mean an outlet like trying to call the person repetitively and connect. No, just totally give up on that. You are a long way from that. Your feelings are real, but it's not going to happen in the short term. Find an outlet, journal, fill books with your crazy scribblings and your crazy ideas and everything it is you wish you could say to that person, but you can't. And either keep it or burn it. If you're more sporty, run every day, run up mountains, distract yourself, get this energy out, find a way to channel it. Everyone needs to be meditating. We all need to be meditating. And I'm going to get into this in future videos about how twin flames are energetic healers. And a lot of us are getting misguided about how the feelings and the energies we feel, how that should be used. It should not be used on focus. It should not be used to focus on union. It should be used in healing practices and communal healing, joining together, directing our energies. But I'll get into that at a later date. So, get to work. Sit down, meditate every day. Learn how to meditate. There are so many resources out there. And I'll get into that eventually at some point too. But just sit and be still and then find an outlet. And if there is one friend who, no matter how crazy you sound, they'll accept you no matter what, talk to that person. Or find other people in this online community and talk to them. Strike up friendships with other people who are making comments that you can relate to. Create your support system. This is going to be a long journey. And as long as it is, it's also just that beautiful. And as weak as you feel, you are also that powerful. So this beautiful journey of discovery lies ahead of you. You just need to make it through to the next level. And for those of you who have been there and have made it to the next level, you know what I'm talking about. So that's all I wanted to say in this quick message about this. I will elaborate on these themes and talk more directly about my own experience and give examples of, how of each of these in my own life, just to help people relate and hopefully, offer out a helping hand, just like people offered me helping hands when I was really just in that, people call it now the dark night of the soul. And there's also, if, whether you're a twin flame or not, there is also that when you awaken, nothing makes sense anymore. And to have that awakening combined with this intensity is almost a guide. It's a light through your darkness. And you want to follow that light, but not externally, not going out and looking for whoever's inspiring you to feel like this, but you want to go inwards and find that light within. And that is your fast track to coming to completion and wholeness within yourself. And that's it. I think I'm starting to repeat myself. Namaste, beautiful people. Let me know if this resonates. And I really do hope that if even just one person needed to hear this today, then that I've reached you and I've given you something to hold on to and some hope. Okay? Because in the end, it's all good. And it's all love and it's all light. And I'm living proof of that. So, peace out.